Yeah, there's a circular firing squad, as there has to be. I think when a party loses an election that it ought to win, it should re-examine its policies and especially its leaders. The problem is that the Democrat Party has leaders that don't want to let go. And that includes not just Hillary Clinton, but it also includes Obama and all his minions who are running around directing the so-called resistance that's now arisen. We used to call it political opposition. They like to think of themselves more romantically as a kind of government in exile waging guerrilla war against the fascist regime that has taken over their country. And they are basically monopolizing the conversation. They're not saying anything that's relevant to voters. And we keep facing these warnings about ominous judgment against the Republicans on Election Day. Today is Election Day, actually, in the United States. We have two statewide gubernatorial elections, one in New Jersey, one in Virginia. Democrats are expected to win both of them, although there might be a Republican upset in Virginia. But we haven't really seen that backlash. In fact, in most of the congressional races that have happened since November, Republicans have prevailed. And not only that, but in recent races, in primary races, the Trumpist wing of the party has prevailed over the more establishment wing. So we don't really see that backlash, and it's because the opposition to Donald Trump does not have a clear or a winning message other than we don't like Trump. Well, that's how Hillary Clinton won. Oh, excuse me, how she won. That's how she ran and almost won in 2016. She ran on hating everything Trump, talking about how he hated women, how he was a racist, a xenophobe, and these things didn't matter or people didn't believe them. They voted for Trump anyway because of his persuasive abilities, but also because he was with them on the issues that mattered. And Democrats are not talking about those issues. If I were a Democrat today, I would be talking about the national debt. Bill Clinton talked about the national debt and won in 1992. Now, he was prodded into doing so by Ross Perot, who made that the signature issue of his campaign. But he connected with a wide group of voters who also shared concerns about the rising debt. Now, Trump made a big deal out of the debt when he ran against Hillary Clinton, and Obama made a big deal out of the debt when he ran to replace George W. Bush. But we've seen concern for the debt fall off considerably as Republicans have debated all these various tax proposals and so forth. So if I were a Democrat, I'd say, hey, look, the Republicans have dropped the ball. This is what got the Tea Party into power in the House, at least in 2010. Why don't we make our campaign about this? But they're not talking about that. They're talking about the economy. They're going to hit Trump on the economy. Well, good luck with that. We've had the most successful year in the stock market in the post-war era, and we've got unemployment at 4.1%, which economists used to think was impossible. We've got hundreds of thousands of new jobs being created every month and very rosy prospects on the horizon. So it doesn't look like that's going to be a winning argument for them in 2018. They have yet to find their way. And so you're seeing this bickering because right now it's just about factions in the party, the Bernie Krats versus the Hillary machine and so forth. Mm-hmm. But they don't really seem to have done any of the work they need to do to get back where they are. And they don't seem to have attracted the kind of interest from a candidate like a Trump on the other side who could bring their personal brand and their special set of skills to the race. Right now, as the Washington Post said today, if the 2016 election were held again today, that is, same voters, same issues and so forth, if you could replicate that setup, Trump would win again. And it's because Hillary Clinton's supporters have fallen off much more than Trump's have.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show, The Ezra Levant Show. Normally it's behind a paywall, but I thought you'd like this video, so we put it on YouTube. If you want to subscribe to watch the daily show every day, including always 2 interviews a day, and I read my hate mail, just click on this screen and become a premium member.